10 historical figure myths we still believe. History is often a blend of hard facts and captivating tales that shape our understanding of the past. Over time, stories get embellished, details get twisted, and what was once a simple anecdote transforms into a legendary myth. Some of these myths are so ingrained in our collective consciousness that distinguishing fact from fiction becomes challenging. In today's video, we're going to debunk 10 persistent myths about historical figures that many of us still believe. Buckle up as we journey through time and unveil the real stories behind the legends. Number 1. JFK and the Donut Misconception in Berlin. When President John F. Kennedy confidently proclaimed Ich bin ein Berliner to a massive crowd in Berlin in 1963, his intent was to express solidarity with the citizens of West Germany during a period of heightened Cold War tensions. Yet, the statement ignited rumors that he had mistakenly labeled himself as a Berliner, referencing a well-known German pastry. However, such interpretations disregard regional nuances. In Berlin itself, that specific donut isn't even called a Berliner. Additionally, the passionate context of Kennedy's speech, filled with rhetoric on freedom and unity, made his message crystal clear to the thousands of Germans in attendance. They understood that the American president was not talking about donuts, but rather demonstrating an unwavering alliance with Berlin in the face of communist threats. Number 2. Betsy Ross and the creation of the American flag. For generations, the story of Betsy Ross meticulously sewing the first American flag has been a staple in U.S. history lessons. It's a tale that exudes patriotism and pays homage to the role of women in the early chapters of American history. The legend, as recounted by her grandson William Canby, emphasizes Ross's innovative suggestion of using a 5-pointed star, which contrasted with the original 6-pointed design. Over the years, family stories and cultural retellings amplified her role, often presenting her as the flag's sole designer. While historical records affirm Ross's reputation as a skilled seamstress, even documenting her commission to produce a naval ensign for Pennsylvania, the full extent of her involvement in the design of the modern American flag remains a blend of fact and cherished legend. Regardless of the intricacies, Betsy Ross's association with an iconic symbol of American freedom ensures her place in the nation's collective memory. Number 3. Captain Cook and Australia, setting the record straight. Captain James Cook, with his unparalleled nautical prowess, undoubtedly left an indelible mark on the world map. His 1770 voyage to Australia, particularly the extensive mapping of its east coast, is a testament to his achievements. However, crediting him with the discovery of Australia is a stretch. Prior to Cook's famous expedition, numerous European sailors, including the Dutch navigator Willem Janszoon in 1606, had either set foot on the continent or at least identified it. This means Europe was conscious of Australia's existence a significant 164 years before Cook's detailed reconnaissance. Therefore, while Cook's contributions are invaluable, he wasn't the pioneering European to stumble upon Australia. Number 4. Sir Walter Raleigh and the English tobacco tale. The illustrious Sir Walter Raleigh, a favorite of the English court and a fervent explorer, often finds himself wrongly credited as the man who brought tobacco to the English populace. Post his 16th-century expeditions to America, he did indeed return with a significant tobacco stash, sparking a trend among the English elite. Yet, this narrative misses out on a vital precursor, the Spanish. They were the first Europeans to engage with tobacco and potatoes from the New World, and they brought these commodities to Europe well ahead of Raleigh. While attempts to plant and popularize tobacco in England predated Raleigh's voyages, it lacked widespread adoption. Raleigh, with his influence, unquestionably accelerated tobacco's popularity, but the initiation of the tobacco trend in England had multiple contributors. Number 5. The Casablanca casting controversy involving Reagan. Before entering the political arena, Ronald Reagan enjoyed a noteworthy career in Hollywood. One of the most intriguing tales surrounding him is his supposed casting as the lead in the timeless film, Casablanca. This narrative stems from a premature Warner Brothers press release, which astonishingly named Reagan and Sheridan as the film's stars. But digging deeper, it appears this was a mere promotional strategy to generate buzz. Hal Wallace, the influential producer, had his eyes firmly set on Humphrey Bogart for the role from the outset. Imagining Reagan, with his charismatic presence, embodying the jaded Rick, doesn't align with the character's essence, further dispelling this casting myth. Number 6. The misattribution of the Scythe chariot to Boudica. The valiant Celtic Iceni tribe leader, Boudica, is celebrated for her bold uprising against the Roman Empire. Her military strategy has been a topic of much debate, especially the assertion that she introduced the deadly innovation of the Scythe chariot, which had razor-sharp blades affixed to the wheels. This claim, however intriguing, diverges from historical accounts. The annals of warfare record the Scythe chariot's presence much earlier. Greek general Xenophon's writings credit its design to Cyrus the Great during the Battle of Tyria in 547 BC. Furthermore, accounts from the Greco-Persian Wars, occurring a full century prior to Boudica's rebellion, describe the deployment of these chariots, casting doubt on her association with this lethal invention. Number 7. The myth of Walt Disney's cryogenic sleep. Over the years, whispers of Walt Disney's decision to enter cryogenic stasis have grown louder, primarily due to his well-known preference for privacy. The timing of his death in the 1960s coincided with the advent of cryogenics, making it seem plausible to some that the creative visionary might have chosen such a fate. The tale branched into two, one suggesting the freezing of his entire body, and the other focusing just on his head. But these claims melt away when confronted with solid evidence, most notably his death certificate that confirms his cremation. To lay such myths to rest, Disney's daughter established the Walt Disney Family Museum, which addresses and corrects various misconceptions surrounding the legacy of her father. Number 8. Caesar's birth and the origins of the Caesarean section. The birth of Julius Caesar, one of history's most iconic figures, is often linked with the term Caesarean section. A Byzantine record, the Suda, posits that Caesar lent his name to the procedure due to the manner of his birth. However, this surgical birth process had been documented by civilizations predating the Romans. The term likely originates from a Roman statute, the Lex Caesarea, mandating the surgical removal of a child from any deceased pregnant woman. The strongest evidence against the Caesar birth myth? Aurelia, Caesar's mother, lived long past his birth. Given the primitive medical landscape of the time, surviving a Caesarean section would have been virtually impossible, debunking this widely held belief. Number 9. Queen Victoria, beyond the prudish stereotype. Often painted as the epitome of Victorian sexual repression, Queen Victoria's personal life tells a different story. Popular anecdotes have spoken of Victorians covering table legs to avoid any sexual connotations, or Queen Victoria herself being unaware of lesbian relations. These tales, however, seem to veer away from the reality. Queen Victoria's marriage to Prince Albert was one filled with affection and intimacy, resulting in 9 children. Beyond this, Queen Victoria had a distinct taste in art. Her collection, filled with nude paintings, showcased her appreciation for the human form. In fact, she even tried to expand Prince Albert's artistic horizons, gifting him nude paintings on multiple occasions. Number 10. Catherine the Great and the infamous horsetail. Rumors and great leaders often go hand in hand, and Catherine II of Russia was no exception. The most salacious tale attached to her legacy is that she met her end during a sexual escapade with a horse. Such a tale, though undoubtedly dramatic, likely originated from her political adversaries, or even whispers suggest her estranged son, Prince Paul. However, peeling back the layers of myth reveals a more mundane truth. Catherine's passing was ordinary and unsensational. On a fateful day in 1796, she was found in a state of unconsciousness and, after a brief coma, passed away. This unembellished version, supported by records, shows a stark contrast to the scandalous lore that has been perpetuated.